What's up, everybody? I am going to try today for the first time ever to take apart my power steering pump. I've got a leak in it and it's kind of making a mess, so I'm going to try to replace the seals, take it off. Never done anything like it, so let's see what happens when we take this bitch apart and see if we can get it replaced for our 1998 tag. Alright guys, so step one, I'm going to put a shitload of towels down. I wish I had a garage, and it's rained every fucking day, like of the year almost, except for a couple days. So I'm gonna crack at it today. So I got a couple towels I'm gonna use. So I guess the idea is unloosen this. This is your tensioner. Now one thing to note, if your belt is tensioned and everything good, most of the time you'll have a clip here that if you just loosen it, the clip will stay there, the clip will rise, then when you put it back together, just put it back to where the clip is touching. This one doesn't have a clip, so I have to really make sure that I'll probably just put some tape around it, but just count them out, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, however many, which I'll measure that off, so that when you put this thing back together, your tensioner, it'll be back to where your belt is good. So after you do that, yeah, you're going to want to loosen these two. And, whoa. And you got, I think it's 12 mil. You got this one. And you got this one down here. Now, alright guys, I took a pin and made a little notch. You can see I made a little gold notch right above, so when I reset it, I'll have one space between that gold mark. So alright, let's try to take this damn thing off. Alright, so you want to loosen this one, which I already have. This one down here was definitely kind of a little bitch. I didn't have the camera recording a minute ago. You'll need basically a 12 millimeter with a small thing on it to fit. Alright guys, I took a pair of little pliers and pulled, this is the hose that goes right here on the distributor. You can see I've got a towel down and I just actually put that hose into a bottle. So kind of let you guys see what's going on. So here's the power steering pump. So we've unloosened this bolt, undid the fastener. All we did, pull this back and just release the hose off of that. Make sure you have some stuff down. And then next we're gonna pull these two off right here. And then we should be able to take the belt off and pull out the entire pump and get to work on it. All right guys, we're gonna tackle that top one. It's a 10 mil. And So now I'm just going to pull this damn belt off. I'm going to move this a little, pull the belt off, and then we'll work on it. So the belt is off. Alright guys, we're fucking out of there. Alright guys, so the belt's off. You can see down in here. I'm gonna clean all this shit up. And gonna spray this thing down. And hopefully get this thing stop from leaking. I'll be back. Alright guys, I'm back. I have a little technical difficulty. So I basically got the back off of the power steering pump and inside of there, so I've already replaced this round one. Is stiff as a board, goes down inside of here. Then you've got this one. It goes in like this, which I've replaced. And then on the inside, right here, I got this one. And there's one inside of here which I replaced. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4 once you bring this side out. So let's try to put this fucking thing back together. What's up guys, I'm back. So I do want to show something real quick. When I got all this shit back together and I was trying to put this piece back in, it's like pressure loaded. It feels like it doesn't want to fit. But you basically just got to thread it in, and then as you thread it in, it will close up. And I wish I could have shown it more on my camera. It's really fucking up today. But so once you get them in, it may feel wonky, but it's really only when one go in. You just gotta trust it. I'm gonna torque these up here in a minute. So this is the part that comes off the top. This is basic. There's just a little groove there. I pulled the old one out. It was cracked all to shit. You just basically put the new one on. Piece of cake. So let me tell you guys, without the right tools, some serious zoom out. I was not able to break this open. Tried everything I could, but really, fuck it. I'm not going to worry about it. And I was also not able to get this one open. So there's a few little things that I'm not able to replace, but I was able to get this off, and hopefully I got it right. It feels a little funky, but I'm gonna try to put this back in anyway. So 80% job. Let's see what happens when we put it back in. See if I can show you guys this. So I just set the damn thing right back to where I had it, where that mark is, where there was a mark and then one little groove below it. So hopefully that'll get me back tight. Just need shit in there. All right, gotta fasten down those two tins. Well, this could be brutal. I got it back together, didn't get everything replaced, but let's see what happens when I start this motherfucker. Alright guys, I just took about a 15-minute test ride and no leaking on this thing, so that's good. I've at least cured one of my leaking problems. This car's got a lot going on. So in the past, couple weeks, I actually was able to take my valve cover off and change the valve cover gasket. I redid my cam plug cap thing. So that was the first time I'd ever done that. So I've had no leaking in like 2 weeks. And I changed out the distributor, took it all apart, and yeah, so took that entire thing apart today. So I'm learning to work on my car. Really, this little C3 scooter that I got, I've learned to take it all apart, and that's kind of inspired me to take a kind of a deeper dive into my car. I mean, I've done rotors and brakes, but I'm gonna dive into this engine. I think I'm gonna do the fuel injector O-rings, and I want to try to do the head gasket if I could find someone to help me. Now, one other thing, I fix one thing and another thing happens. So apparently, if you guys can see this, I've got my oil hand gasket, I think, is leaking. So I think I've got a blown head gasket. So anyway, I'm slowly working, but it is nice, guys. I've got no leaks under the distributor, no leaks, and now finally I've got no leaks there, as it was creating a mess. Alright guys, peace out. Tag life forever. Alright guys, peace.